I want to talk about a few things right now. One of which is about my cat Scamper. So he's in the garage in this bed that I made him, and we had to go this morning. We had to leave. I gave him sugar water. I gave him antibiotic last night. He can't take any more antibiotic right now. I gave him sugar water and some broth, and I've given him some drops of sugar water and broth earlier. He tries to take it, but he's cold and he's weak, very, very weak. I don't know what took him, but it's just like when Lizzie got taken. He comes back. When my dog Lizzie got taken, she came back with the breath of sulfur, was shaking. I said, return my dog now. And last night I was wanting Scamper to be returned, and he was back suddenly. And Lizzie got returned. When she was taken, branches were just clean sliced, and then the scale had appeared and all that. But she came back smelling like sulfur. And then the second time she got taken, there was these large crafts, and these loud crafts, and then these weird objects, crafts flying away. And then one of them was like had eyes all around it. And there was these sounds of creatures grunting and hitting the side of our building. And whenever Lizzie got taken, she got returned. This time, she hasn't been returned. She disappeared and was never seen again. I thought Scamper was never going to be seen again. But one moment, just all of a sudden, Thursday, there he was. Just laying in the driveway. The third time that I'd gone out there. I just heard a loud scream just now. Or not scream, a screech. In the faraway woods, but I also heard some loud down our yard just a moment ago. So things are around. I heard a grunting at the front porch window door. And last night, something ran from where Scamper is in the garage, ran through the wall, took off running like a human through the kitchen, and caused the refrigerator light to blow. I had to order more lights for the refrigerator. But Scamper, he's not doing so well. He's very cold and stiff. He's trying, he's holding on strong. But he's not eating or drinking very well at all. He can't even get up to go to the litter box. I have to help him move. And he was stretched out in the bowl when we got home. Whatever returned him, I don't know where he came from, but he was traumatized. Obviously, these animals, once again, you see in the news, apparently animal abductions, animal mutilations. Cattle are once again being horrifically mutilated in America. No one knows why, they said. They said this happens every so often. And once again, they're being mutilated and no one knows why. 6 more cows died in Texas mysteriously. They had their tongues removed, and a lot of times the internal organs are gone. Certain organs, their tongues removed. And they said the key sign is that other animals won't touch it. See, look at this. In the past couple of weeks, we've been dealing with cattle mutilations. Now, in another state, cattle mutilations are happening. It's even in the FBI vault now. Federal Bureau of Investigation. Animals are being mutilated. Australia, cats were disappearing. Cats are being mutilated there. They said, oh, no one has an explanation. This one woman said, I want to know who's doing it, who could do such a horrible thing. These people are clueless. They don't even know what's out there. They don't even know what is in this existence and what can be. They don't know. They said, oh, I think it's a cult or something. No, I don't think so. Because back in 2008 or so, several days in a row, one of our cats every morning, the same type of yellow and white cats, that same genetic breed, were killed, sliced open, just cut open, drained of blood, like a laser incision, just a laser cut, smooth cut, neck cut, disconnected, bent backwards, and traumatized. No blood anywhere on any of those cats. 10 in a row were done that way. We had a lot more cats at that time than we do now. And they were all the same type of cat. The same yellowish color. And they all got killed in the same manner. All but the liver were taken out. Everything was taken out but the liver. Now my dog Lizzie gets taken and brought back. Things have tried to get Red, rest in peace to him, over and over. Something lasered the fence in the shape of his body. I took pictures of it, wish I could find them. But it lasered the fence and let him loose in the shape of his exact shape of his body. And he's been let out many different times. The things that I have witnessed, I've seen my dog under the doghouse in the dirt, and her body halfway between. It's like reality being warped. The body halfway between the dirt and out of the dirt. It's the things I have witnessed are almost impossible. But it's insane. But Scamper, poor thing, I don't know what he's witnessed. I don't really know how long it was for him that he was gone. I know it was nearly a couple of weeks he's been gone. And I just already prepared for the worst. Prepared for the worst, prayed for the best, but I still expected the worst. And it still could be a worst case scenario. I don't know. Worst case scenario is I would have always wondered where he was at or what happened and never got to find out, never got clarity. But he's in the garage resting right now. And he just cries out. That pitiful cry when you try to move him or he tries to get up. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I know he got taken. Lizzie got taken. Red tried to get taken many times. Now Scamper's taken. Benson got taken. Benson got returned. Then Benson got taken again. Then something else returned that looked like Benson. Did a creepy smile at me in the garage. And I was like, that's not Benson. And he had a brownish color to him. And then I let him out of the garage. And I realized it's just something creepy shape-shifting as my cats. I saw a shadow. Anyway, but thank goodness I got clarity that he's back. He's here. I hope he pulls through. I hope he makes it. I'm going to continue every hour or two to go check on him and give him some nourishment. He's very cold. There's no fever, but he's very cold. Did you hear that? That sound? Like a behind me. Could have been a deer, I don't know. But it's heartbreaking to see him suffer like that. I'm trying to, if the vet were open, if the vet was open, I'd take him to the vet. But they probably won't be open again until Monday. I would definitely take him in a heartbeat to the vet. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to happen right now. But yeah, that's what's happened. Love you all. I'm hoping, praying for him. I did a prayer over him this morning. Held on to him. when I picked him up, he purred when he first got back. He purred. He was so happy to see me. He always purred every time I'd pet him. Every time I pet him, every time I'd scratch his head and pet him, and pet his tail, and just pet him on the side of the neck. He always has such a strong neck and strong body, muscular body, like he worked out. He's always been the biggest, strongest cat you could ever imagine. That's the way he's always been. And if he bounces back, that's how he'll be. He'll be the biggest kitty cat. He's so precious. He's so special. When I would mow the yard, he would follow me a lot of times, just kind of walk down there and just watch, or we would come down there. If I'd stop the mower, here he was, and he'd come along there, and he jumped on the mower and sat there with me for a while. And then he'd get down, I'd turn it back on and continue sometimes. In the past I did that. And I would sit down there and listen. Birds were chirping at night, in the evening, and here comes Scamper and the other cats. And Scamper he would act very protective of me, and he would sit on the mower and just at the foot of the mower and just be there with me. Like a guardian of the property. A lot of the other cats are just kind of scaredy cats of you. They're just, they love me, but they don't want to be touched. Midnight lets me hold her, pet her, lets us every once in a while, as long as I'm there, pick her up and pet her. And a few of the others do every once in a while. Sasha's the sweetest and friendliest. Lisa lets me pet her, but the rest are like, don't touch me. Except for Rosie and Tom. They will. They're very sweet. Calicos. But anyway, I hope he makes it. I hope he pulls through and gets to live more life on Earth. He's only a couple of years old. Just 2 years or so of age, I believe. I think that's his age. Alright, anyway, this is documentation. Pretty sure I know, though, that's what happened. Something got him, just like it did my dog Lizzie. And Lizzie's not back anymore. Red got some kind of an illness and went downhill quicker than anything I've ever seen. And now, Scamper has been taken and returned like he was starved. It's like something literally tortured and starved him. Anyway, I'm going to take care of him throughout the night.